Functions of membranes and glands. Glands are groups of epithelial cells that produce specialized secretions. Those that discharge their secretion onto the epithelial surface of hollow organs, either directly or through a duct, are called exocrine glands and vary considerably in size, shape, and complexity. Their secretions include mucus, saliva, digestive juices, and earwax. Other glands discharge their secretions into blood and lymph. These are called endocrine glands, ductless glands, and they secrete hormones. Endocrine glands detect and respond to levels of particular substances in the blood, including specific hormones. Changes in blood hormone levels are usually controlled by negative feedback mechanisms. Endocrine and exocrine glands serve very different purposes in the body. Endocrine glands. Endocrine glands are part of our endocrine system. They make hormones and release them into bloodstream. These hormones control a number of important functions in the body, such as growth and development, metabolism, mood, reproduction. Endocrine glands include adrenal glands, pituitary glands, hypothalamus, thyroid, pineal gland. There are also organs that contain endocrine tissue and act as glands. These include the pancreas, kidneys, ovaries, testes. Exocrine glands. Exocrine glands produce other substances that are released through ducts to the exterior of the body, such as sweat, saliva, and tears. The substances released by exocrine glands play important roles in the body, such as regulates body temperature, protect skin and eyes, help mothers feed babies by producing breast milk. Exocrine glands include salivary gland, sweat gland, mammary gland, sebaceous gland, lacrimal gland. Lymph nodes are often referred to as glands, but they're not true glands. They're part of immune system and helps body to fight infection. Membranes. Body membranes are thin sheets of tissue that cover the body, line body cavities, and cover organs within the cavities in hollow organs. They can be categorized into epithelial and connective tissue membrane, epithelial membranes. Epithelial membranes consist of epithelial tissue and the connective tissue to which it is attached. The two main types of epithelial membranes are the mucous membranes and serous membranes. Mucous membranes. Mucous membranes are epithelial membranes that consist of epithelial tissue that is attached to an underlying loose connective tissue. The membrane surface consists of epithelial cells, some of which produce a secretion called mucus, a slimy, tenacious fluid. These membranes, sometimes called mucosae, line the body cavities that open to the outside. The entire digestive tract is lined with mucous membranes. Other examples include the respiratory, excretory, and reproductive tracts. Organs lined by mucous membrane have a moist, slippery surface. Mucus protects the lining membrane from drying and mechanical and chemical injury. In the respiratory tract, it traps inhaled particles, preventing them from entering the alveoli of the lungs. Serous membranes. Serous membranes line body cavities that do not open directly to the outside, and they cover the organs located in those cavities. Serous membranes are covered by a thin layer of serous fluid that is secreted by the epithelium. The parietal layer lines a cavity, and the visceral layer surrounds organs, the viscera, within the cavity. Serous membranes have special names given according to their location. For example, the serous membrane that lines the thoracic cavity and covers the lungs is called pleura. The serous fluid between the visceral and parietal layers enables an organ to glide freely within the cavity without being damaged by friction between it and adjacent organs. For example, the heart changes its shape and size during each beat, and friction damage is prevented by the arrangement of pericardium and its serous fluid. Serous fluid lubricates the membrane and reduces friction and abrasion when organs in the thoracic or abdominopelvic cavity move against each other or the cavity wall. Connective tissue membranes. Connective tissue membranes contain only connective tissue. Synovial membranes and meninges belong to this category. Synovial membranes. Synovial membranes are connective tissue membranes that line the cavities of the freely movable joints, such as the shoulder, elbow, and knee. Like serous membranes, they line cavities that do not open to the outside. Synovial membrane secretes clear, sticky, oily synovial fluid, which lubricates and nourishes the joints, so that they can move freely and without friction. Meninges. The connective tissue covering on the brain and spinal cord within the dorsal cavity are called meninges. They provide protection for these vital structures.